Have you ever replayed the same conversation in your head again and again? Maybe you keep thinking about something small that happened hours ago, or even days ago. You start asking yourself questions like, did I say something wrong? Why did they react like that? What if something goes wrong? If this sounds familiar, you might be stuck in a mental trap called overthinking. Today, we will understand why the brain overthinks and how you can stop it. What is overthinking? Overthinking happens when your mind keeps analyzing the same thought repeatedly without reaching a solution. Instead of helping you solve problems, your brain creates more confusion, stress, and anxiety. Psychologists explain that the brain naturally tries to predict future problems to protect you. But sometimes this protective mechanism becomes too active. When that happens, your thoughts start running in circles. Let's imagine a simple situation. You send a message to someone, but they don't reply for several hours. At first, you think nothing of it. But slowly your brain starts creating stories. Maybe they are upset with me. Maybe I said something wrong. Maybe they are ignoring me. In reality, the person might just be busy. But your brain keeps building negative possibilities. This is how overthinking begins to grow. Why your brain does this? There are several psychological reasons behind overthinking. First is fear of making mistakes. When people are afraid of failure, they analyze every detail. Second is past negative experiences. If someone was hurt in the past, the brain becomes more cautious. Third is anxiety. An anxious mind constantly scans for possible problems. And fourth is information overload. Today we consume massive amounts of information from social media, news, and digital content. This constant stimulation keeps the brain in a state of a mental noise. Signs. You are overthinking. You might be overthinking if you notice these signs. Replaying conversations again and again. Difficulty sleeping because your mind won't stop thinking. Overanalyzing small decisions. Constantly worrying about future problems. Feeling mentally exhausted even without physical work. Over time, this pattern can reduce your focus, productivity, and emotional well-being. How to stop overthinking? The good news is that overthinking is a habit, and habits can be changed. Here are a few simple psychological techniques. 1. Use the 5-minute rule. Allow yourself 5 minutes to think about a problem. After that, shift your focus to action instead of analysis. 2. Write your thoughts down. When thoughts stay in your head, they feel bigger. But once you write them on paper, they become clearer and easier to manage. 3. Ask one powerful question. Ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is yes, take action. If the answer is no, learn to release it. 4. Reduce mental noise, limit excessive social media and information overload. Your brain needs quiet moments to recover. Remember, overthinking does not mean you are weak. It simply means your brain is trying too hard to protect you. But the more you practice awareness and mental discipline, the more control you gain over your thoughts. Train your mind daily, and gradually, you will experience more clarity, calmness, and confidence. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing for more insights about psychology, mental strength, and human behavior.